coming off the bench, ang stinart niya, number 17, Jody Lozano. First receive, napunta kay MRD, the MVP, and the first point for Perpetual.
Off-speed hit, or I think that was Shayo Mipon. Medyo nagbago kasi yung angle natin ng vantage point. Nasa floor seats na tayo ulit, Anton. Mas preferred mo ba to? Baka yung mga cut shot.
Yeah, I actually like this vantage point, lalo na if we're covering the team right now where JRU is. As we see, the new team captain, May Ruiz, from the opposite side, pounding it off the hands of the blockers.
Much is expected now from May Ruiz because she is leading a very young squad. Talking about the Heavy Bombers. Ang bata nitong team na to.
And I asked Coach Mia, why did you choose May Ruiz as the team captain? Sabi niya, because of her work ethic and her leadership in the locker room.
As it should. Good up.
Cross court. Inday to Ruiz. Down the line hit does not work. Omipon was there.
As a check.
And Ocado breaks down the wall.
Hindi ganun kapino yung blocking dito ng JRU you would see on this replay. Now, on this shift, mabukas simple yung gitna instead of closing that window. Hands together, sweeping it on the net.
I like how Minmin Sapin is not tossing the ball right away to Mary Rose Dapol, but you know the points are gonna come.
MVP. I mean, if I was coaching and you don't bring it to the MVP, matinding film session yan sa susunod.
If you were coaching volleyball, I would be very afraid.
That's why I don't. Dun sa preparation side po pwede, but on the tactical side, alam mo naman ako pag mga tactical side.
Yeah, stick to the strength and conditioning,
yes,
Coach
exactly.
Hammer. Del Pilar. Wow, okay.
Surprising.
Okay.
On that...
I think we have our first player to watch sa mga bago. She's a transferee. Itong si Pat Del Pilar.
Has length and could gain a little bit more power as she adds a little bit muscle on that frame kasi matangkad, mahaba.
And that's a good sign, knowing that JRU lost their captain and best middle blocker in Sid Niegos.
And one of the more prolific scorers of their roster.
There's the MVP, Mary Rose Dapol. I asked Coach Sandy Rieta, anong bago kay Daps? Sabi niya, may kulang na si MRD. Last season, he felt that it was all power, puro lakas. Ngayon, she added that kulang factor.
So nakita mo kanina, yun nga, right on cue of speed hit. Just using yung pectus ng palo. Pero meron pa rin siyang baon.
But she can always go back to what she's been known for. The power of the MVP, Mary Rose Dapol, soaring and scoring for the Perpetual Lady Altas.
So again, the blocking of JRU, which is understandable for a very young squad. Nakikita natin dahil they are tossed into the action right away. But
Last
again,
season, JRU was number 4 in blocking, Coach.
Mechanics lang yan. And as you get through reps, that's when you would improve it.
Bedanya, quick attack does not work. Blockers were there for the Lady Altas. Casareno, popped up. Babalik ang bola sa JRU. Laurente setting it up for Casareno again, avoiding the blockers.
Almost. A few inches ahead yung palo. And Casareno getting a point.
You know, sa haba ng rally na yun, I got to see yung diskarte ni Casareno, and I think that's the Dolly Versosa effect. Na
Should be.
She changes up the way she spikes the volleyball. Wow. Winnie Bedanya showing some improved power right away, Coach Hammer.
And ball control on this hit. Kasi last season nakikita natin, alanganin yung may mga palo siya ng alanganin. Pero right now, going into that sweet spot, pagka right-handed hitter ka, syempre mas komportable ka on the left side of that Taraflex. Mas maganda yung arm action niya.
Casareno. Too much spice on that spike. Mary Rose Dapol, not only was the MVP, not only was she the first best outside spiker, she was also the best server. Even though walang best server award, as the NCAA has changed the names of the awards and they don't include the best server anymore. She was the best server as she tallied 32 service aces last year. All right, Perpetual is off to a strong start as expected, and when we come back, Hannah Arguelles will give us her first report. Don't go away.
Good job sa kanyang pagbabalik sa Olympic stage si Pinay weightlifter Elrin Ando. Matapos po yan ang matagumpay niyang performance sa Women's 59kg event ng 2024 IWF World Cup sa Phuket, Thailand. Nakabuhat
at nagbabalik ang NCAA Season 99 Women's Volleyball live here on GTV. As a new volleyball season comes along, new versions of these two competing teams ang makikita natin ngayon. The JRU Lady Bombers versus the Perpetual Lady Altas. At nang makausap ko nga ang head coaches ng dalawang team na ito, they had much to say on their journey coming into Season 99. For Coach Mia Chosenko of the Lady Bombers, she acknowledged how they placed 8th last season ayon sa kanya dahil ito sa lack of mental maturity which led to difficulty in finishing and winning games. Ngunit i-expect daw natin ngayon Season 99 na isang mas resilient at mas matapang na JRU Lady Bombers. Para naman kay Coach Sandy Rieta ng Lady Altas, naging learning lesson daw sa kanya. Placing second last season na dapat ay di makampante at di mawawala ang uhaw na manalo. Kaya expect daw a Lady Altas playing with more heart. Ayon nga sa kanila, maglaro na may pusong Perpetual. Kaya tingnan natin, puso laban sa tapang. Sino ang magwawagi? Anton and Coach Hammer?
Thank you very much, Hannah, for that very thorough report. Speaking to both coaches, dadagdag ko lang, Coach Sandy Rieta, ano yung nag-improve? Experience, maturity, and what Hannah mentioned, yung tapang ng mga players.
Oh, kailangan yun. Lalo na nung nagdidikdikan na in the Final Four last season, yung knockout game niya against LPU.
Yeah.
Sa dulo nagkatalo eh. Yung, may mga teams na nananalo, gusto nila. Pero yung mga pumapasok na yung mga gustong-gusto, yung nakikipagpitpitan na.
You know, when I was watching that match, yung Perpetual and LPU, Perpetual did not look like themselves, Coach.
Oo, parang siya shock.
Yeah. And aminado naman si Coach Sandy na na-shock sila sa pagbabago ng venue, the atmosphere, bigger stage.
Sa dami ng nanonood.
Oh, Hasareno getting a lot of attempts early on. And there she is again. Hasareno. Wow, I like the adjustment and how she was able to get an attack to go. And pati si sophomore, Shai Umipon, may gulang na rin.
Kasi si Shai Umipon last season, talagang lahat ng palo kargado lang eh. But now, nakita natin yung variety of hits na ginagawa nila. Marami nilang off-speed attacks. Nakakuha na sila ng 4 na puntos coming off-speed hits.
Shai Umipon as a rookie, Coach Hammer, was averaging 17 points per match.
Manipis. Manipis na production.
For a rookie, ah.
Kunin lang natin yung rhythm natin. Kakaintindihan? Kakaintindihan tayo.
Coach Mia Tioseco, you hear her first huddle dito sa ating panibagong season. A multi-sport athlete during her heyday, volleyball and basketball, Coach Hammer.
Parang ikaw, basketball and golf?
Yung golf, trying lang. Trying lang.
Substitution for JRU. Number 4 out. Number 8, Nicole Diala in.
We have a substitution here.
Still on deck to serve,
And
Melrose
that
Dawson.
excites me because I always want to see the development of players. So we have Nicole Diala. At palo agad para kay Nicole. She's a lefty.
Point for the Lady
But
Altas.
interesting na binigyan agad siya.
Yep. Kasi, alam mo, Anton, total unknown itong roster ng JRU. They lost a lot of players. They shuffled their roster. And by the looks of it,
Service
very
goes on.
youthful. I can't
Point
stress
for
it
the
enough.
Lady Bombers.
They are a very youthful squad. Kaya medyo steep ang learning curve ng team na to. But if there is a coach for that job,
Serving
that's
for the
Coach
Lady
Mia.
Bombers, Pat Del Pilar.
Del Pilar. So you have 2 new players on the floor for JRU. As you were just stressing, a very young squad, Del Pilar and Deala. Omipon. And Omipon gets another point.
Shaila Omnipon.
Miscommunication right there on the reception. Check that on the dig.
Good play.
Dene.
Serving for the Lady Altas.
What I want to know dito sa Perpetual is, kasi alam na natin yung production na magagaling kay Aldea, kay MRD, and of course kay Shai Omipon. I want to know who will step up to try to support the usual scorers.
Alam mo, Anton, when it comes to volleyball, you get 4 points from player A, another 4 points from player B. It compounds itself. But ako, lagi kong unang tinitignan is the libero and the setter. Yung connection na yun. Kasi yung palo, ensayo na yan eh. Pag nabigyan ka ng magandang bola, gagawa ka na ng paraan para makakuha ng puntos eh.
A joust at the top. Very busy Batara. Hey, I like what she showed during that rally.
A lot of work right at the net para dito kay Batara.
Look at her focus. Look at the timing. Cray Batara. May angas din eh. And you can look at the body language.
Laban.
And you love to see it. If you're Sid Negos, you should be proud of Batara and Del Pilar for what they have been showing so far. Yun lang. Sumobra yung serve ni Cherry Dayabe.
Okay naman yung
rookie.
mga nasa bench ng JRU. Kasi nasa likod may MVP, may Shola Alvarez. Na nandun sa bench nila. Could have used more talent like that.
An 11-point lead for Perpetual as we head to this technical timeout.
Good job sa kanyang pagbabalik sa Olympic stage si Pinay weightlifter Elrin Ando. Matapos po yan ang matagumpay niyang performance sa Women's 59-kilogram event ng 2024 IWF World Cup sa Phuket, Thailand. Nakabuhat siya ng total na 228 kilograms at nakakuha pa ng ika-7 pwesto. Naungusa ng 25-year-old Pinay weightlifter ang kapwa-atleta at Tokyo Olympics gold medalist na si Heidi Lindia sa parehong kategorya.
Coach Sandy Rieta,
End of second technical timeout.
third season as the head coach of the Perpetual Lady Altas, but second full off-season. Halos di daw sila nagpahinga, Coach Hammer. Eyes on the prize.
Yeah. Very important, especially for build-ups and championship campaigns. Yung sakripisyo to really put in the time. Sila yung bata na team last year na may mga veterano to stabilize their squad. Pero ngayon, mas veterano na sila, hoping that they would take that gigantic leap going to the finals.
Wow. So the new girls from the JRU Lady Bombers showing some power. This is Shanine Preta. Wow. You love to see it. 6 new players, ginagamit agad ni Coach Mia Tioseco, and they're delivering so far.
Yep. Hindi mo makikita kung diamonds talaga. Hagis mo agad sa apoy. Trial by fire agad. Para makita mo if they would fight or fold.
Inday. Quick attack for Preta. Okado. Laurente, kanino siya pupunta? Preta avoiding the blockers.
Not over. A little bit behind yung set na yun for sa Okado. On this.
I'm starting to see that Sapin is trying to activate Okado. I would say majority of the sets have gone to her. Silang dalawa ni Omipon.
Pang third and fourth set yung dapol. Kasi nangyari yung pala. Yun lang. First touch. Nanggigil. Si Kapitana. Right
So,
on the middle.
That's 2 straight points for the Lady Bombers. I think Aldea will be a crucial component also for Perpetual this season.
Exactly. We've been hyping her since season 97 and we really want to see her excel. Dahil may piyesa eh. Athletic, matangkad.
Dapol, when in doubt, you go to her. You go to the MVP.
Ready, Mark? On that hit.
If Razel Aldea can level up her game to that of a Mitch Gamit, Perpetual will pose a problem to all teams. But of course, everybody's gunning for the Benil Lady Blazers.
And you need Aldea when you're going up against those tall ladies.
I just saw Regina Rocha walk into the venue. Arellano's not playing today, but Regina's here. It was good to see one of the NCAA women's volleyball greats come in and take in a match.
3 o dalawa lang? The champion.
I hate it when you do this, Coach Hammer, because you know I don't have my notes with me all the time. You know, I don't want to guess, my friend. But let's take a look at this combination play. Mary Rose Dapol putting it away. Ito na yung inaabangan ko. Sabi ni Coach Sandy, minsan pwede niyang gawing first setter si Fifi Ariola. Rookie. There she is. I want to see how different her setting style is as compared to Saping's. And we get to see it for the first time.
Good hit. One of the more impressive attacks here in the first set for the JRU Lady Bombers. Laurente placing that volleyball right on the sweet spot. Cut shot. Maximizing that space.
Cherry Dayame, the lefty. Kanina, kakapasok lang. First ball, first toss, napunta sa kanya. Oh! Okay.
Miscommunication.
That's a point for JRU.
Probably some opening match jitters for the rookie, Fifi Ariola.
Just the hardest game to play, Antona. I remember
The first one.
I had a few opening game days.
Where you drank too much pre-workout.
I know, man. No. I remember playing against JRU in one opening game. Played around 18 minutes, fouled out. 4 of them offensive fouls.
Too much energy.
Oo, totoo. Jitters eh.
Dapol. Wow.
Okay ito Okay itong Dayami, Preta, and Dehala. Meron silang they have pieces.
You know who's also been good? Jody Lozano, the libero of Perpetual, who started in the place of Agda.
That's why she has minutes.
But yeah, the young ones of JRU are showing a lot of spirit.
And that's what you want. You want them to be competitive. You want them to be... You want them there. Dalhin mo lang sa 12 rounds. Pagka dumating ka sa 12 rounds, anybody's ball game na yan.
Naalala ko tuloy si Inigo eh.
Favorite natin yan. Bata natin yan.
Sa juniors basketball, Inigo Torres. Let's take a look at this spike right here. First excellent setup job by Fifi Ariola. That's gotta feel good for the rookie.
So, lapit lang naman eh. So, unahan natin. Iniintay mong paluin bago ka mag-move. Hindi, unahan mo para naka-establish yung block natin. Ayos tayo, okay? Tara.
One of the things I was also wondering about, being that this is the 10th season of Coach Mia, as we see Shola Alvarez, former MVP and Queen Bomber as well. Kung magbabago ba yung coaching approach ni Coach Mia, is she gonna be more strict? But it's still the usual calming, soothing voice of Coach Mia Giuseco.
May mga calm na strict. Let's put it that way.
Wow. The rookie libero, Rayan, lalong isip. You won't see that in the stat sheet, but she got the point.
Yep, a point is a point. They would take it. They would take it.
Yung mga rookies yung pumupuntos sa JRU.
Wala kang pagkukuhanan ng puntos. Ito yung bagong team to, Anton. They're built on rookies and sophomores. That's the majority of their squad. If I'm working on top of my head, siguro mga 70% ng team na to.
Back row. One of the first we've seen in this match. Omipon! The wind-up.
That we have seen far too often since her rookie year and her Rookie of the Year campaign last season.
Substitution, former President, number 10
But more than the usual spike na nakita natin all throughout season 98, as we see the Senior Vice President and Head of GMA Integrated News, Regional TV, and Synergy, our boss, Sir Oliver Victor B. Amoroso.
Yep. In attendance on opening day, besides
Sir Paul.
Oh, Sir Paul Supan, our chairman for season 99 of the NCAA.
I fondly remember, actually I have a picture of it. Nung nag-Final Four for the very first time ng JRU, that was during the time of Shola Alvarez. Sir Paul was so happy because as long as he's been with JRU, hindi pa nagpa-Final Four.
Yep.
Ang Lady Bombers, but because of Shola and because of Dolly, the two most popular names in JRU women's volleyball history, nakapag-Final Four yung kuburan ni Sir Paul.
Good floor defense by the Lady Altas, which is their trademark since last season. Magaling kumontrol, magaling dumig at mag-receive etong team ni Coach Sandy Arrieta. And that's why they're able to get into their offense right away. Na ma-maximize nila yung athleticism nila. Ipon, ni Dapol, and hopefully Aldea. But their backline defense, superb.
Number 3 in digging and number 1 in receiving are the perpetual Lady Altas.
Pinaka-importante.
Omipon giving up a rare free ball to JRU. Laurente, set was too high. Omipon, down the line, Dayamin was there. Oh,
Going for the 1-2.
okay.
Good read by Inday Laurente. Medyo mahaba yung rally natin. A lot of long hits. But right there, getting into that middle.
Yan din yung isa sa mga na-miss ko yung craftiness ng ating mga setters as we see Sir Melchor Divina, Mancom representative for Mapua University. More plays, more variety in the plays for Omipon, Coach Hammer.
Dati, kargado lang yan. Either opposite o open lang. Papalo at papalo.
Hey. Oh, Batara, surprise. I also thought that was
Net contact.
a clean block. But I love how she is fighting and putting up a good stance para sa JRU Lady Bombers. But one of the contenders for the championship this season, the perpetual Lady Altas, validating the hype and the storyline when it comes to them dito sa season 99. First set goes to them 25-14. We'll be back for set number 2.